It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They were in the 46 defense, just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first three guys, the center and the two guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the INT, it's McCarron. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's McCarron. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Now watch one. Ready?
Shotgun snap for McCarron. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Hey, box truck.
McCarron now on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now McCarron. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Brady finding Green complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan to the Atlanta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. McCarron. It's complete to Hopkins. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, McCarron. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And McCarron now 6 of 10 in this 1st down. He's got his guys a 1st down here. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Throwing now is McCarron, and he finds Stills, complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Let's go. You tighten up. Patch it.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Steps away to his left, and it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kareem Hunt with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I'm going back to you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, G.
Here's McCarron to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Looking to throw again on second down. McCarron nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's now third down.
McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
Go! Get it!
To throw is McCarron. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And taken right on the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking. Crash, check it. Hey, wahoo, alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Double up.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complimentary football. because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down, McCarron, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now McCarron, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
7. 58, Mike. Go.
McCarron to throw once more. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular. Hey, Charlie. 55.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go on. No, 66. 55. Now,
throwing again. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing again on second down. McCarron. And he's got Fuller. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go, baby. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Now.
Shotgun snap for McCarron. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 31, Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Brady to throw. Green brings it in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 32 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Dorsett making the catch. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it is 28-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now Brady, maybe a free play here. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Tight dog. Shadow. 72.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, New England.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 7.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Brady and the Patriots now first and 10 at their own 26. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Brady, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Shadow! Kill! Hey, Colt 66. Hey, seam 6. Hey, check it.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Brady again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check it, reload. Hey, Alabama.
After the sack on first down, Brady flush to his right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamie Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCarron. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And McCarron now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, McCarron. And the catch made by Hopkins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He wasn't ready.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw, McCarron. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McCarron, it's complete, Stills. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. McCarron and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Hey, Mike 7. There we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Stay with your man. There we go, 37's the Mike. Regular.
To throw, it's Brady. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Willie Henry able to record his 5th sack of the season. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCarron now to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now McCarron. Open man, the tight end fails. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Touchdown, Houston! Kareem Hunt with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives, just nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch twins. Hey, orbit. Hey, 66.
On third and long, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg? It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but
They haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
McCarron going to throw it here. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Mike, 55.
Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Ozzy. Hey, seam 6. Check. Motion out the back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Watch the edge. Alert! Mike 55. Mike 55. Watch the screen. Hey, Alpha. Mike 55. Mike Rip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Check it. Go, Mike 51. Smooth. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Shadow.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Come to my world. Check it.
Now Brady. Be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Go now. Hey, exit. 10 Lobo.
Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
51's the mark. Now.
After the INT, it's McCarron. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamie Collins, his 2nd sack of the night. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything